Happy Chainsaw Man Day! It is chapter 181 of Chainsaw Man, so you already know what that means. That means the Breakmaster is here yet again, once again, to do it again, to give you my live reaction to said chapter. So, without further ado, get your goddamn manga out and ready to read with me, to react with me. If you haven't already read it, if you have, please refrain from saying so. I don't want to know. You want to see my general reaction to these things. You want to see them. I promise you, I will not fail you unless the chapter's just trash, but we'll find out. I'm kind of curious what Deso's talking about right here, because Deso's like, Fujimoto, when I get you, what's the problem here? What's the problem here? Did Fujimoto upset you? Apologies in advance. I wrote a ton of notes in this chat for the chapter. Ghost Habit is fine. It is fine, all right? But welcome in. Chainsaw Man Day, what do you think? Welcome over here. And he's coming out so late now. Yeah. Look, I didn't mean to go out. My thing is, what the heck is this on? I didn't even mean to stream this late. Some stuff happened, and it kind of pushed some things back. Because what I was trying to do before we start Chainsaw Man, what I was trying to do was actually give you a Chainsaw Man live stream, right? Excuse me, that was so bad. Give you a live stream of Chainsaw Man, and then afterwards was supposed to give you a watch along on Kick. I didn't get a chance to do the whole Kick thing, obviously. At this point, it's already 7. By the time I get done here, I'm probably gonna have to jump immediately into Twitch. There isn't gonna be no like in between or nothing like that. I wish I could edit out that burp, but I guess it is what it is. But you know what I mean. So I was trying to do all that, but some stuff happened where I just could not do it. I just could not do it. All right, it's not excuses. Life be lifing. All right, life be lifing. How you doing, Zion? Welcome in. God dang it. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and live react to Chainsaw Man, baby. All right, let me put my finger through this right here, and then now we got it. Chapter 181, Trees on the Mind. Okay, I mean, I'm trying to think about what that could entail exactly. Like, is it gonna deal with like some forest fires? Like, is like Smokey the Bear gonna pop up and be like, only you can prevent wildfires? Like freaking Asa and them. Like, I'm not sure what that means here, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Yeah, technical difficulty strikes again. Look, the devil strikes again. You can't avoid the devil. He's too powerful. All right, too powerful to have. Come on now. Don't panic. We could totally figure this out. I'm totally fine. Hasn't this happened before? It's the same as that time with the Eternity Devil. I know how to escape. All I need to do is perceive this space as mine. We can return to the normal world if I turn this space into a weapon. Bang. Okay, like, wait, what? Are you trying to, like, blow your own brains out? She pointed to herself and just trying to blow her brains out all of a sudden. Whoa, what? I know you're losing your mind. You only been in there for a couple of minutes. You don't have to die here. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Weird detail also has her dress shirt from the previous chapter in her hand, and she is wearing her undershirt. The dress shirt gives an imagery of her carrying a chick. Wait, what? An imagery of carrying a chicken. Oh, bro, I didn't even notice that. Interesting. Symbolism? Okay, interesting. I see what's going on here. Not the bi-weekly devil. No, Ting, why? I mean, he needs to take his time. Yeah, I went back. I looked at it real quick. Okay, that's a very interesting detail. I can see that. That makes sense. I've been there longer. We don't know how times proceed there, which is also true too. We don't know how long time is actually like going when it comes to like the space that she's currently in right now. I like to think it hasn't been that long though. I hope it's not. That'd be kind of crazy. What? What the heck? What are you doing? I've been unable to use the gun devil's power twice now. But why would you test that on yourself? Like, you could have easily just shoot literally somewhere else. Like, just in case. It's like a Russian roulette at this point. That's how insane this freaking chick is, by the way. You could easily just do a Russian roulette. That's the thought process for her. But you can just not do that at all and shoot at trees or shoot in the sky. Shoot anywhere that's not you. But you know, I digress. I digress. And the exit will mirrored bang. Her domain expansion was triggered. Since she uses mirrors, I wonder if her triggers is mirroring a person's action. Oh, oh my. Oh, Ghost Sav. Oh, you're cooking. Oh my, that makes too much sense. That has to be what's going on here. I like that. That makes I subscribe to that theory right there. That makes too much sense. I mean, that's a nice detail to have. At the same time, there's only so much you can really do with that detail, but that's still really nice to know. I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. Yes, she wanted to kill herself because she thinks it's hopeless. Possibly. Look, possibly. I wouldn't be surprised given the state that they're in. Even though Asa's like, oh, we can get out of this. Maybe Yoru's like, I don't think we can. This isn't the Eternity Devil, right? This devil we're dealing with is not just a regular tier devil. This guy is the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme. You know, you don't mess with this. So, yeah. I told you, did my homework. Hey, that homework was freaking going in, man. You get an A+, sir. You get an A+. Yeah. Twig sword. And yeah, of course, nothing. This is different from the time with the Eternity Devil. Devil powers don't work in this world. So what now? My strength is no match for aging devils. Interesting. So yeah, she doesn't believe that she has the strength to be able to even withstand or fight against the aged devil, which makes sense. You don't mess with this devil. This devil is not a game to play with. All right? And maybe that's why she is having a lot of despair at the moment. I mean, that's what it looks like right now. Yoru's the one that's actually in worse shape, surprisingly enough. So we all thought, at least we were talking about this last chapter, we were thinking Asa might be the one that might break down and kind of like lose herself within this. I thought it was going to be her first before Yoru, but Yoru's already showing signs of like, dang, I don't know if I can get out of this. Like, this ain't it. So it's kind of interesting to see how Asa, weirdly enough, is a level-headed one. That's not good. Like, at all the characters you want to have level-headed, like, I'm not gonna lie, Asa's not the best candidate here. But we'll see what happens. That'll show how strong Aging Devil is. Which I think is better than any Japanese. Well, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. What? What's the plan? Damn it! Ow! Huh? That hurts. What the heck is that? Wait, no, they got boobs. Wait, what is this? What is this sucker in the tree? Is this why it's called this? We got suckers in trees right now? What am I looking at? And why though? So is this like the Moon's Eye plan? Because like the Moon's Eye plan, it puts you in a state where you're in your best dream life, right? You get to live the best life you have that you could potentially think of. But it slowly siphons your energy to where then you become a husk of your former self. You become energy itself after a certain period of time. So is this something similar? Once you're here for a very long period of time, do you become a tree? Is that why there's so many trees here? Is that what's going on right now? Are they going back to soil? Like, what? I'm curious. Game of Thrones tree cameo? Like, what? Yeah, good job projecting the feelings of a 60-year-old high school girl. Hey, I'll take that. Look, I feel that. Look, I told you before. I can relate to Asa Mitaka. I said that already, right? Stop. You tripped over freaking goddamn dingy. Come on now. I take you saw a tree person. How the heck? Why are you still here? All right. Welcome back, Sane. It's like, what? All right, man. Get yourself together. Put some clothes on. God dang it. If you live here for 1,000 years, you can turn into a tree like them. Okay, I was correct. So once you're here for a long period of time, you become a tree. All right, you become a tree person. Unfortunate. Then, when the tree rots away into soil and your mind and body have fully become one with nature, you can return to your body in the real world. Excuse me? So you're telling me there is an out, but this is a long time before you even could think to get out of this. What is this? This is terrible. What? Bro. I was still tripping. She can't stop tripping, bro. She can't stop tripping. Also, falling is a foreshadow to something bad happening. If you're just the worst. That is true. I mean, At least this time, there's actually an excuse for her tripping, though. A lot of the times when she trips, there's nothing there. She just trips because that's just her. This time, she actually tripped over something. So maybe this could be like maybe a potential red herring. So, because we're thinking that, if we know her character, maybe this is a red herring that makes us think that's what's about to happen here, but it's actually a good thing. Look, turn it around. Turn it around. All right. I'm saying, look. I like how you think. I mean, y'all thinking right now. I like y'all brains, okay? Keep that going. Keep that going. This is all your fault. This is your fault, Chainsaw Man. Wake up, damn you. I'm stuck here because of you. Always get tangled up with weird devils. Oh, he's actually waking up. Oh, what the heck? Every single person who gets involved with me winds up miserable. Freaking sorry. I'm gonna stay right here and reflect on my mistakes until I turn into a big-ass tree. That'll be my punishment. My punishment for being a horny, empty-headed idiot. Stop crying, you half-wit. I'll hit you. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I'm not gonna lie. I feel kind of bad for Dinky here. It's like he just can't catch a break. This is not his fault. This is not his fault. I hate the fact that he's sitting here and so he's been up. He's been awake, but he just feels bad. You can't have nothing good happen. I've been saying this for the longest time when it comes to Dinky's character. Dinky just can't have anything good happen to him. Anything that might even look like is a good idea, then boom, something bad happens. And then, of course, all the people around him, they're all dead. Like, something always ends up happening in the case here. So I can see why he would have this thought process, because his life has just been this the entire time. Like, I feel bad for him. My poor boy. He has such a big trauma for somebody. He really does. And you can't even fault him for it, because it's just like, I mean, when can something good actually... I've been saying this for a long time when it comes to Chainsaw Man. I just want to see something good happen for Denji. Something that makes him actually happy, and that he can actually be happy in it and not have to think, oh, something's going to happen, though. You know what I mean? I want that for him. I feel like we're at a point in this time, this goddamn amount. We're 181 chapters in, and that's one of the main things I want to see out of this whole thing when it's done, is see Denji actually happy. I don't want to see him die. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that with like a sacrifice or any of that kind of stuff. I want to see him live and be good. Because, like, bro, God, man. How did you give himself credit for growing to a big ass tree? He's stupid. God dang it. Coincidence that the future devil is a tree. Also, future rules. Interesting, really now. Okay, go Sab. Interesting. Are all the trees in the forest people? I'm under the impression that's what this is. I mean, give or take, that's like, I know there's a lot of trees here, right? And it's pretty much a big ass forest. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised by this. This is the aging devil. Aging devil could put probably anybody in here. Like, it's probably accumulation over time, as we know. Like, it takes 1,000 years for you to become a tree. So this is accumulation a lot of time, which means there's a lot of people here. So it's a pretty insane, but the concept of it makes a lot of sense of what the aging devil can do here. So I wouldn't be surprised. She literally fall for Denji. I mean, literally, she did. All right. I mean, she's head over heels to death do their part. You know what I'm saying? They're not married, but hey, next page you will see. Oh boy, look, live. Oh, I said live, live. Or I say I want Denji to live, but I see we are live. How you doing? Crazy person is not reliable. How does trees can live this world? I mean, Tab, you kind of right, though. I mean, you kind of right, though. The next page, though, oh, God. Round 17 inside the cover of Yoshida learning again. Linger's tree in the forest, like the one in the Aging Devil's thoughts. I mean, like I said, we were talking about it before last chapter that potentially Yoshida could be here, too, which is not necessarily a good thing, but he could be here, too. And if that's the case, we need to save him, too. We need to get him out of here. Really? Really? Yo, what is wrong with you? What is wrong? What are you like? You're a whole yandere? Like, what? I don't understand. Just look at this. Look at this. Hey, Quest, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Through despair and darkness comes another blooming kiss. But why though? Like, does that turn her on or something? Like, I need explanations at this point. Because you keep doing this. You're like, Yoru, stop it. All right. I mean, yeah, he's feeling some type of way. And this through Asa's feelings that makes you want to do something for him. But I'm pretty sure Asa didn't want to just straight up kiss a guy. All right. Come on, man. God. Just every time. Did he ask to be kissed? No. Like, man, leave him alone. Granted. There's only, I guess, I can't even say it's an upside. But it's better than what we had or what he had. Because this is at least a normal kiss, right? Like, instead of getting kissed and then eating throw up, at least he's getting a kiss and it's just like, well, hopefully it's just a kiss, all right? You know what I mean? It's just a little peck, a normal like kiss, no tongues and nothing, all right? So, like, look, yeah, 18-year-old boy, exact, don't worry about it. Look, see, look. This is still manga, anime. You start looking at the time frame of some of this stuff, things don't add up. All right, I'm looking at it right now. The time tells me it's not adding up. Right, God. Go see a giant tree. Fire punch. Oh boy, I don't want to see that, man. I don't. Yoshida was the one who escaped and would explain why he doesn't talk like a teenager. Interesting. So you're telling me he was actually here already before, is what you're telling me. And he's technically an old man. This changes the whole dynamic. If this is true on Yoshida's end, this changes the dynamic of what we kind of thought when it comes to like Kishibe and Yoshida. You know what I mean? Because we kind of had some other like thought process between these two characters, and like there might be some kind of relation there. It changed that whole makeup if that's the case, in my opinion. So I don't know. That's hard to say because there are characters in manga and anime that kind of have like a weird way of talking. So it's hard for me to be like, yeah, but I mean, that's not a bad idea. That isn't a bad idea. Not even awake for 5 minutes. And he's like, exactly. Getting already against all the games, bro. Can't get up while something happening because Yoru can't keep his hands off a goddamn ninja. Like, bro, god dang, you already got the white sauce. What else do you need? Oh, it's gonna be a power move to claim domain on him later. To seeing how Yoru also. That's also true. That is very true. But at the same time, I don't know if that's the case here, Tav, because she understands that her power just simply doesn't work on Denji. So knowing that, I don't know if this would even constitute that she would do something like that for the sake of just doing it for that purpose. There might be just something underlying, just like Asa's feelings that are there, that's making her react in this manner. Because Yoru at the end of the day is more forward. Like if you remember in the beginning stages how she saw Yoshida when they first met, she was already trying to like, you know, walk up to him acting like, you know, a certain way. You know what? Remember that? So he is a lot more forward than how Asa doesn't have the boldness that Yoru does. Yoru will take that step and just do anything, whereas Asa will not do that. But the feelings are there and they're strong enough on Asa's side that Yoru could be influenced in some ways. And maybe even Yoru might have some weird, like, again, she could be a yandere. Like, we don't know, but she has very yandere traits going on right now. So it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Come on, starts to put you to cutting trees like a boss. It's put you to, honestly, Tav, I wouldn't be surprised. It could be. He could very well be. The last panel seems to indicate a change of scene of a time skip next shot. What do you mean, time skip? Wait, wait. Let me ask this again. Well, they could change scenery. I mean, it looked like it got windy all of a sudden. That's what it looks like, because like trees started moving and everything. It's either trees got like very windy out there, or there could be a change of scenery. Something, maybe this kiss is triggering something. I mean, okay, let's go back to another anime real quick. Naruto, right? Go back to Naruto. We already talked about the Moon's Eye plan. What if this is similar to like an Izanami type of situation? Because when in Izanami, you have to figure out who your true self is in order to actually escape that genjutsu. So maybe this could be something along the lines of something similar, where maybe there's something that she has to come to terms with in order to be able to get out of this situation. A lot of people don't know how to come to terms with certain elements or aspects of themselves, and which is why maybe they can't even get out of that, right? I mean, that could also explain how Yoshida potentially got out of this if Yoshida was actually in here. But it's hard to say what kind of domain and how you get out of this domain is the thing here. We don't know the key here yet. So outside of, doing what that guy said, which again, you raised a good point, because how does he even know that works like that? Because you were not here that long. So what makes you, who else told you this? But you know what I mean? Like, where's the information coming from? This guy is not reliable, so I don't know about the guy. Explain why he was talking with Kishibe like an old friend. I mean, that could explain that, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, instead of like a father-son type of thing or a relationship type of thing, it could just be best buds and friends in that sense. So it's not impossible. I don't disagree with you, Dust, though. That's why he's not here then, even though he can talk to Denji's mind. Potentially, yes. Yes, I would like to think that's the case here, because he can't be that's still a devil power. So the devils can't be here, basically. So he's able to push out the devil. Granted, but that's weird to say that, because that's not true. That's not true, because Yoru's right there, actually. So I just don't think, except Pochita might know himself, which allows him to not have to be in there. I don't know. You pose a good question with that too, because I'm not exactly sure why Chainsaw Man isn't actually affected by this, but it seems like he might not just be affected by anybody's power like that. There is a good chance that maybe that's what it is. They show Yoru's left hand in the panel of them kissing. Left this tank because Denji beat gun right hand. Oh yeah. Oh okay. So that is a nice touch. Okay, I see that. Yoru has realized that she has some kind of feelings for Denji, but doesn't know how to act on him. It seems to be acting on impulse. Yes, that's what I'm thinking too, Death. Though it seems like there is some weird relations, some kind of feelings that are there that Yoru does have that she's not trying to show. But then at the same time, she can't help but be impulsive and make these rash decisions and just do these things when she shouldn't. All right, like can't she at least ask? Like, god dang. So there is a tarot card that is maybe the inspiration of Yoshida. If this theory is true, the Hanged Man is the card that suggests ultimate surrender, sacrifice, and being suspended in time. Wait, so how does that correlate to Yoshida exactly? On that with that theory, because I feel like I'm missing something with that. And now she realizes she can't. She gets pleasure from kissing Denji. Well, I mean, she was going in. She was going in. Also, this could just simply be because they're both despairing. Both Denji and Yoru, not Asa. Denji and Yoru are both despairing. Yoru was so happy just a second ago before this whole thing happened, right? She's like, I can take out the chainsaw. I'm her. I can do this. I am the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like she was head over heels with her powers, being able to just be like dominating. And then for that whole aspect to be taken away just like that from another devil, yeah, it makes her feel some type of way. It makes her feel bad. Her emotions are all over the place right now. So she is despairing, and same thing with Denji. Both of them are both despairing, and I guess in order for herself to feel better about it, she, like you just said, because kissing seems to be a pleasurable act to do, that's why she decided to do it. To maybe just try to make her get her mind right, potentially. So that could just be simply this. It could simply just be that. Push out the devil, for the devil is a lie. That's just the truth. The devil is a lie. What you know about that, Quet? Let me see. Naruto was about sandals, flawed logic. Also, I missed it. Also, people are collapsing from isolation, not happiness. If anything, is a Dollar Tree infinite eyes. It's the Dollar Tree infinite eye illusion. I mean, pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much what it is. It's a bootleg version of that, basically. For example, at the end of the prison arc, after they killed Quan Chi, you have the same kind of faraway establishing shot before we switch to. Oh, I see what you mean. Instead of just a change of scenery for them, this could just be a change of direction when it comes to seeing what other characters are going through at the moment. It could also just be that too. I mean, we've been stuck in this whole thing with Asa and Denji for a minute now, So it would be nice to actually veer away from that and see what even like the Age Devil is doing currently at the moment. Also, I'm assuming Pochita is still up, so we still need to see what's going on with Pochita, if Pochita's even doing anything right now. You put the Yoshida cover in Discord. Okay, I got you. To show it off. Okay. And also personalities are blending into one, and I think it's gonna get harder to tell a difference. But see, I don't know. See, we thought that. Remember, we were talking about this, but then there was a clear distinction, like a couple of chapters back, to kind of showcase that they are very different when it comes to like how they want to interact with certain things, or how like their minds are not still molded together in that sense. They still have their own individuality, and there's still disagreements and discourse between the two. So it is interesting. I thought they were more connected, but it seems like that might not be the case here. Like, it makes me wonder, like, when it comes to emotions and feelings, I wouldn't be surprised if that is, especially if it's a strong emotion, I wouldn't be surprised if that would influence or affect in some ways how Yoro would act, depending on the situation here, you know what I mean? Especially considering that Asa does have strong feelings for Denji. So I would like to think that on the feeling aspects of it, I can see that influencing her a lot. But when it comes to like certain other thoughts, it might not be strong enough for her desires when it comes to defeating Chainsaw Man and being number one. You know what I mean? So it could be that. The Dark Card theory is reference to Volume 17 inside cover. It leaned against the tree as he's being. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look at that real quick then. Thoughts on did you not react to the kiss? And even if Pochita is traumatized, I mean, you gotta be honest though. Like, why would he react to that kiss? If you really think about it, why would he react to that kiss? Because, like, there's not really a reason for him to react to it when he was already breaking down crying. Like, he was not in a good state for any type of pleasure or any type of, like, a physical attraction to happen here. You know what I mean? This shouldn't have happened, because he was not going to receive or even have a reaction to that. At least not right now. Because this is only the first initial, like, panel to see the kiss happen. So he might react later. It depends. I don't even know. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he just doesn't move. You know what I mean? Because he's not in a good state of mind right now. Because he feels so bad for placing Asa in the situation. Even though it's really not his fault. But, you know, it is what it is. Yoshida was there and escaped. And this card could be the inspiration for him. And he's definitely an inspiration for the aging world. Yeah, no, I got you. You know, you're good. Maybe Asa and Yoro could become one person. And if they don't die, yeah. Because like I said, I still subscribe to the theory that Asa's gonna die. I don't know. I just don't see her ultimately surviving through this entire thing, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't want her to, because I do like Asa. Asa's freaking great. Okay. I'm trying to look at the yeah, because you actually put them side by side. Yeah, because you showed me this before. But like I said, it is interesting, because like the tree does look very similar to the situation that's actually here, and even how the background is. So, you know, this man right here in despair. This is Valiant cover. It is nice, by the way. I want to say this real quick, 'cause I haven't really been talking about it, but like the art's been really good as of late. Like, Fujimoto has been doing a really good job, especially when it comes to scenery. Like, I think he likes drawing scenery a lot, I feel like. Because when he starts to draw scenery, that's when things, like his art really starts to step up. So I just want to throw that out there. He looks good. It looks good. Talking about stuff like Asa getting more confident and you're acting more like a teenager. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I guess I see what you mean. Because, I mean, there has to be a distinction there, because I feel like there's still not enough. They're still not one person. But obviously, there is influence happening to one another. Now, there's still quirks that are still there. Like Asa tripping, unfortunately, is always going to be a thing, apparently. I feel like I've said this before, I believe, but I think the way she'll die is by tripping. When the moment happens, like, it'll be a very massive moment, and it's like she has to be clutch. She has to be clutch in that freaking situation, right? She trips and dies. Like, and it's not even gonna be like a grandiose type of death. She's gonna die off something stupid. Like, I see that being the case here, right? I think Denji needs a hug. He needs a hug. You don't need a hug. He needs therapy, Diego. He needs therapy. Therapy is what he needs right now. He needs help. By the way, the aging devil, Japanese writing as old age devil, which matches trees getting. Ah, that makes sense. Also, when it comes to trees last for a very long time. They age. That's like one of the things. Like for instance, well, it's a bit of a spoiler for the ending of an AOT, but I'm not gonna discuss what the ending is. It's just there's a moment in the end of AOT that kind of signifies age, which there's a tree there. That's all I was trying to make an example of. It's not really spoiling like the actual like context of what's going on. That tree's not that important, but this is just the idea that came to mind, which why, you know, when you try to show age, some of the best things you can do to kind of show that age of passage of time is to have a tree there, because trees last for a very, very long time before they actually decay and rot and fall down and stuff like that. So, I mean, that makes sense. That's why I like how the power is and what we're kind of like showcased here, why we have a forest in the first place and why people become this. That makes sense. So I see it. Denji not reacting to a kiss reminds you of Denji not reacting to powers intimate. There's also that is true, because I mean he never seen power as something as, I don't know, because even after he got what he got from her, it wasn't like he wasn't excited. It didn't do anything for her. And I think ultimately as they went on into the manga, he saw her more as like a sister or somebody that isn't like, he ain't trying to get anything of a sexual nature from her, basically, right? So that's part of the reason why their relationship was a very interesting and more dynamic type, as opposed to a romantic type that we typically see in like manga and shonens and stuff like that. So yeah, that is similar. But I think in this particular instance, what makes this a little bit different is the fact that, like I said, I think he's just in a state of like shock of just not knowing what to do, and he is in full despair mode to where he doesn't really want to live anymore. That's ultimately what's happening here. He'd rather become this tree and become soil than to continue living and having more people hurt because of him. You know what I mean? That at least that's the thought process that he believes. I think the MC also could imagine that this you get your body back cap is because it's the Chainsaw Man world. Why the fuck would the aging devil give you your body back? I mean, I don't. The way the aging devil is, and it's about to be a weird thing to say, honestly, because I mean, he was somebody that was like, I could sacrifice children if need be, but like, I don't think he is so evil, right? Like, I feel like, because at the end of the day, devils are devils, right? And devils, they actually seem in this world to respect the contract or to respect the rule. You know what I mean? So I think even darkness devil is kind of like that too. As powerful as darkness devil is, like when there's a rule that's to be had or to be followed, they will more than likely still follow that rule. So if he's saying that, if that's something that can be done, more than likely it can happen if you fall through. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just saying I'm under the impression that might be what the case is here. At least that's what I've seen from other devils. Other devils tend to actually care about these contracts and these deals like this, to where they will fall in order. They're not lawless. I mean, truth be told, if these devils were like lawless and they didn't give a crap, I don't think the state of the earth that they're in right now would even survive. Like, if you really think about it, there are some incredibly strong devils, and it's kind of like Pokemon, right? There's some stupidly strong Pokemon out there, and it makes you wonder how the heck that world's even like livable, given that these Pokemons can literally kill you at any point in time. And it's kind of like this with Chainsaw Man. There's certain devils that are just so powerful that, like, I'm surprised there is a society. If they really wanted to, they could easily wipe out the freaking whole face of the earth. God. Imagine a happy ending and then she trips and dies. Bro, look, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Asa is not going to live through this, and how Asa's going to die is going to be something the fact that was shown very early on about her character, and it's still a thing even to this day because she keeps tripping and killing things, and it's just stupid stuff, right? I don't expect her to be able to be A-okay or for her to even overcome this. I feel like we're not doing that. This trope is going to be the thing that kills her. That's what's going to make it different. Because there's a lot of like characters that have tropes and things of that nature, but it never actually affects the character to a degree, like how this is affecting Asa, for instance, right? Like Zoro has a whole "I get lost all the time," but it never really does anything in that sense. Or there's no big consequence. I feel like the consequences for what she has ultimately, that's gonna be the death of her. That's gonna be the death of her. That's what's gonna be different about this. Look, I'm saying it here, guys. Remember that. Remember that. If I'm wrong, I'll eat some. I don't know. I'll eat some more bean boozles or something on stream if I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong here. All right, guys. Yours power not working further proves that they are an inception mind. Yeah, it's more of a mind trick type of world. I don't think this is like an actual physical place that they can be in, is the thing here. And I got the tree, a metaphor for the tree. I just thought it was Zora's a person under it. Wait, Zora's a person under it. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, sir? What do you mean exactly? Also, I texted with my mom. Wait, your mom reached Chainsaw Man? Wait, what? Hey, that's the freaking W mom right there. And she said they maybe need to sleep with the person to come out. Wait, what? I mean, it is Fujimoto, but I don't know if we out here need to get clapped. I don't know if cheeks need to be clapped to get out of this. So, because like, what was that? I mean, truth be told, I see where she's coming from, because there has been multiple instances so far, right? When it comes to sexuality and sex, like the whole purpose of Denji even going to a sushi place, or not sushi place, but he was supposed to get laid and everything like that, right? That was what the Sword Devil was trying to get him to do and everything like that. And then he has pent up sexual energy. And so then Yoru did what she did to kind of release that sexual energy. And why are we talking like this? But you know what I mean? So, I mean, there has been a talk about this. And yeah, Chainsaw Man always deals with something along the lines of on the sexual end when it comes to this type of stuff. So maybe this could be the crescendo for him to finally, like, have that. But this is not the time, nor the place. Granted, I mean, if they're going to die, guess what? You might as well fulfill the things that you need. Feel the desires that are there. But I mean, again, we'll also be okay with that situation. I don't think so. I don't think Oscar's gonna sit there and be like, hey, yo, no, please, I don't want my cheeks to be clapped. Like, let me stop. The more I talk about it, the more it's like, bro, what is this? This mom could like anime, if anything, it makes her look cooler. I know, right? I feel you on that. I got my mom to watch some stuff. Like, I tried to get her into, like, Attack on Titan and Fullmetal Alchemist, for instance, but, like, it was, like, short-lived. It's not that she didn't like it, per se, but, it's, there's anime tropes in there, and it makes it very difficult for non-anime watchers to really get into it. Like, it's hard to find the anime that's truly something that could get somebody in there. You know what I mean? Because they all have a certain quirk to it. And, parents are older, so they're not in tune or wanting to, like, change their idea of what a show is either. So there's a bigger obstacle that happens between that. So like I say, you have a W mom, all right? Look, my mom's a crazy person, I know. I mean, that's insane though. Makima's conversation, he needs to mentally recover and accept affection. That is also true, yes. I mean, he did learn that from Makima, and that is something that did stick with him. So that's also true too. That is a fact. That is a fact, Tab. 100%. Just for discussing with my mom is like talking to a wall, bro. Wait, why? Does she not receive the information well? What are we talking about? Trees speak Japanese, even though they are over 1,000 years old. That could be evidence that time moves differently, or it doesn't move at all. That's also true. Like I said, like we don't really know if this is truly like the actual time that we have. Like time, as I said before. And maybe this even goes into like the mirror aspects of it, but time's like an illusion. Time is kind of what you make it. It's like we say it's 24 hours in a day and stuff like that, and how the world revolves around it, and night and day cycles and everything. But like when that stuff doesn't matter, or it's not impactful for that world, time becomes something else entirely. You know what I mean? Like if you really want to get deep into it, like time can be on a different type of spectrum altogether, and so. We can't truly know how much time is passing in this, and this could be just something that's based off of what his ability is, where he can have time moving in a way different manner than how time truly moves in the real world. So it is something that I wish could potentially be explored and explained at some point, but I feel like Fujimoto's not going to take that time to explain a devil's power, because he has yet to really do that for most devils, for that matter, when it comes to their abilities, because there's always things about their abilities we just don't know about, but we have to accept what it is, or make the assumptions of what these abilities can even do. Like, we still didn't know everything about Makima, for instance. We're only just learning a bit about the whole Bang situation, and we're only inferring that. We still don't have full confirmation on it, but we're inferring that Yoru's Bang ability is very similar to what Makima is doing. So, that is the thing here. I'll prepare the hot one last one. Oh God. Okay. All right. Why are we repairing it though, man? Look, I'm ready to eat it though, Quetz. I'm ready. She says she hates power, and I discussed with her 3 hours next to my other family why she's a cutie. Wait. Okay. I'm curious, team. Why does your mom hate power? I'd like to know what the reason is, because I could potentially agree with her, actually. I'm kind of curious. To clarify, I don't hate power. I just want to throw it out there. I like Power as a character, and I like her growth as a character throughout the series. But I do know of negatives about her that made me not like her, especially in the initial phases when I first saw her. So I'm kind of curious what it is exactly that made your mom not like Power exactly. So tripping also is associated with death. Bucky and her mom. This could be a foreshadow to Denji's death. Nah, Ghost Sav, not. Look, man. See, you're thinking too literal. Ain't no way my boy Denji is gonna be out here dying. Nah. If anything, we just had this conversation how this man's feeling bad about always getting somebody else wrapped up into his bullcrap, right? So this could just be a situation where, again, Asa could die. And it could be, in a way, this could be something that Denji will think, dang, this is my fault yet again. Why can't I have somebody good in my life? You know what I mean? Look, it could be like that, and he's going to go further into despair. All right? Further into despair. Danganronpan, all right? It's over for him, right? So I can see it going the other way around. I don't see Denji dying. I just can't see it. Especially considering that he's very adorable. So I just don't see it, man. Remember, he was packed up. Man was nothing but body parts. That man good. That man good. All right. But I like what you're thinking. Let's see, discuss something we both like. Exactly. Is there to act as a spoiled child? And I'll blame him for not liking her. Yeah, as I'm saying, I can see it if that's what the case is. There's problems with Power that I can see why people wouldn't even like her character. It took me a minute to like anybody in Chainsaw Man. Like I said before, it wasn't something that I was like, yeah, Chainsaw Man, goated. It took me a second. It took me in the Rize arc to finally start really caring for these characters and caring for Aki, and then kind of understanding Power a bit more, even though she's a dirty girl. She don't take no goddamn baths. But I digress. And who leave the Asian world could be small, trivial, and we won't know. Like how the violence devil was the dude from Hino's group. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Again, this is what Fujimoto be doing. He's not gonna give you this big grandiose surprise like, oh my god, it's this dude from part 1. Oh, he ain't gonna do all that. He probably gonna give you somebody that was probably walking in the background or something. If you look back on chapter freaking 34 or something, he was just over there eating some ramen. You never know, man. Fujimoto's that kind of guy to be just doing random things like that. And I wouldn't put it past him, god dang it. God. If there's JJK, we would have walls of text or 2 chapters explaining. Yes. It'll either be JJK or, even worse, Hunter x Hunter. Bro, I remember reading Hunter x Hunter. I remember that freaking fight that Hisoka had with one of the other Panther Troop members. I'm not gonna say who. I don't want to spoil anything, but that bro, there was a whole chapter. There was no art, bro. There was no art. It was a book. I was like, this sucker was just writing a book. He put one image on the side, here and there, no backgrounds. I was sitting there like, you gotta be kidding me. But he was out here explaining every little detail. I was like, God. Why are you even drawing? Why are you making a manga at this point? If you gonna just write a book, I remember reading that with my brother Ace, And it took me so long to get past that chapter because god dang, it took forever. So one thing I will always appreciate, at least on Fujimoto's end, that he doesn't do that. Like, he could, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind doing that. He loves writing, right? He'd rather write. He would probably want to do that. But he understands that not everybody wants to read a goddamn novel, right? Like, that's just too much. That's just too much. That's too much. That's too much dialogue at that point. And there's too much detail. Sometimes it's better to have things kind of leave things like open-ended, because then it allows you to kind of speculate a bit more on some things. And also, you can always refer back to it and go back to then explain it later. You don't have to explain everything at that time, you know? And like I said, I feel like his writing is something that lends itself to discovery and allows you to have that like discussion with it, and for us to potentially be right about what we are currently seeing at the moment when it comes to the aging devil's ability. Like, I love that we can't even talk about this guy's abilities like this as we are right now, you know, in comparison to other mangas. But I don't hate the fact that we have stuff like that happens, because sometimes you do have to explain some of the abilities, because some of it is just a lot. All right. When we watched Chainsaw Man for the first time, she said power reminds her of me. What? Then I moved out after she said she ate. What? Wait, what? Wait a minute. What is the story? Hold on. Team. Bring that back. Well, hold on a minute, sir. I didn't expect that. These little powers look more like man in the mirror. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about that before. It really does feel like a man in the mirror type of like situation from JoJo Bizarre Adventures. I mean, look, this is a JoJo reference right here by itself. All right. I'll be wrong, but more sense for the H Devil to teleport them to the world inside the mirror as she controls mirrors. I mean, if that's where the world resides, I can see that being the case. I'm trying to think. I mean, that's part of the reason why I was saying before, like, this could be very similar to like an Izanami situation, because Izanami, for the Genjutsu, you have to reflect reflections within mirrors. Like, hold on a minute. I think this might actually be the case where you might have to reflect on some things within yourself to then truly find oneself. Like Uncle Iroh, you have to look through oneself to yeah. Double theory. I'm just saying, like, hold on, because I mean, because I really think that's what's happening here. Then, like, I wouldn't be surprised, and it makes a lot of sense, seeing as we are dealing with mirrors, like you're saying, and it's like the guy's ability. Now, I wouldn't be surprised by that. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep that in mind for later, because we'll have to see. This is Panda Man Devil all along, not Panda Man. Not that sucker. God, I don't be wrong, but it's more since for the devil to talk. Can we see? Sorry. Back to the subject. It's all good. It's all good, team. Because I'm sitting there like, that was an interesting conversation to have. I didn't know your mom. It was interesting, so I had no problem with that. In my idea, this human tree makes aging stronger. That's why I also had the theory why if you get your body back is capped. Ah, okay. I mean, that's true. I guess I can see that being the case too. We just have to wait and see then, Ting. We're just gonna have to wait and see, because this it's hard. I mean, your theory is interesting, but it's hard it's hard for me to subscribe to 100%, only because we still don't know enough ultimately about what the suck is even really truly doing. You know what I mean? Just Man, chapter 136 has an image of a squid devil laying on the floor dead, looking at a movie of a person. Interesting. Alone that and his are watching, so it could be a metaphor as Yoshida looking at his youth. Interesting. Very interesting. Are you telling me, like, what is this like a setup moment for what we're looking at right now then? Because that would be some next level writing right there. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Like I said, we need to see Yoshida. You know what? Like you were just saying before, at the end of this chapter, it seems like we might be moving to somewhere else. I wouldn't mind at all if we were to move away from this real quick, just to see Yoshida. I need to see this guy. Because I've been saying this for the longest time. We need information on this dude in the first place. And we just got to do it at some point. Because we are constantly talking about this guy at this point. And when it comes to just the things we just don't know about him, Like, we need to start thrusting him back into the story just a little bit to get some more insight on some things. I need some insight now, because now you got me really wondering about that. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. And those theaters are back with a vengeance. He hasn't even exactly. See, that's all. I was literally saying the same thing basically. Cause I'm just like, we need him back. These theories are insane, but they're freaking good too. Like, they're not even bad theories. So I need to know where we're going here when it comes to Yoshida as a character. I need to see this now. I'm very curious about this. So I'm gonna hold on to these thoughts. I'm very curious about this. Also, good comment, by the way, team, for last chapter's live reaction, because I know you put a comment in the comment section, so I do appreciate that. I didn't get a chance. I'm gonna reply to that later, actually. But I didn't get a chance. A lot of freaking crap needs to stop happening, but that's beside the point. So, guys, I gotta ask, what do you guys think is gonna happen next chapter? For me, part of me feels like we will move away a little bit from this to see what's going on the outside world real fast. Because, I mean, there is a lot that was happening. There's a whole plan on what's going on with Denji and Puchita. You have the Aging Devil out currently at the moment. We have public safety, like, doing this entire plan already. So I would love to see some, like, thoughts happening right now of the current situation that they're in, of what they're gonna do here, especially considering that the plan is still there to sacrifice all those kids. You know what I mean? Like, that is all still there. So will all this still, like, come to an end, come to a close? Will it be a whole crescendo? And also, I'm hoping we'll see someone along the lines of that. And if we can, Fujimoto, for the week after, because not next week we have a break, but when you come back, give us Yoshida. Even if it's like a 2-page something, give us Yoshida. I feel like we need to see Yoshida at this point. It is a necessary thing to have, and to give it some insight on what's even going on with this guy. Because people assume he's dead. And I like the fact that here in our community right now, we're all pretty much already subscribed to the theory that, one, he ain't dead. Two, he's playing an even bigger role than what we're already saying, right? Like, this dude is going to be the guy. So we need to see what's going on here, or at least get some confirmation on Yoshida. So yeah, I'm just saying, there's that. You put in the Discord. Oh, okay, I got you, Tab. I got you. Uchimon was completely shocked that Yoshida made the top 10 in the... Wait, he made it... Wait, what? Wait, when was this? Wait, you made it... Oh, yeah, wait, I remember now. Yeah, well, actually, because, I mean, well, he was kind of popular. Yoshida was kind of popular. During that time, anyways, right? Like, I mean, people like to big up that guy. All right, he is a very interesting figure. All right. I was 2 into chapter 180. Oh, bro, you were all up in there. You said my mind was blown. You started going within all the theories. You were in the freaking iceberg of icebergs. Okay, God. Tressa's 2 into theory. Yeah, don't read really. Not ready. I need to actually get time to actually reply to it though. But I do appreciate you guys taking the time to even write that. I appreciate that, man. You don't even know how much I do. Yoru's come on, Ghost Tab. Come on, man. No. Look, she need to keep her hands off God and Niggy. But I can also see that happening. I don't want this to happen because I can see what you're saying. Where, like, next chapter, it doesn't even move away from the kiss. It actually leans more into it, and then she starts doing the tongue kissing stuff again. Like, she might, you know what I mean? She might just do that, and she might even, like, start doing the other thing that she did to get the white sauce. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she might just go all in. Who freaking knows? That might just be the chapter in of itself. All right? I don't want that to be the case though. I want to get away from that. All right. Let us not lose ourselves in the sauce. All right. Pause. Yoshida's besides Makima one of the most mysterious. Yeah, he is. Yoshida has too much mystery behind him. We need to get something out of this guy at this point. Between him and Fami, like, these two people right here, we need information on these guys. All right. You know, I think he was gonna be that popular. Apparently, I mean, he's that guy. Apparently, right? God. Crazy dude can use Future Devil and summon. Wait, well, that's a very interesting. I mean, no. If that would be the case, well, I mean, so the Future Devil is not. the future devil is not one to just help somebody out for the sake of helping them out. So like, I was about to say like, oh, you can use the future devil and jump to the future to just get out of this whole situation, right? Because after 1,000 years, you should be good, right? I mean, I don't think that would even work like that because you still have to become soil and all that. So I don't know if that would work out like that. Also, like again, future devil is not one to be like, oh, I'll help you out, don't worry. Even though he's out here doing this, like, like you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't see that being the case here. So I mean, even if he does come by, let's say he can actually summon the devil, that ain't gonna do anything. So I don't know, man. Yeah, top 10 back in the international. Yeah, you didn't even do that much then. But I mean, look, it's the way he looks. It's the way he looks. People look at him and say, dang, that's Sasuke 2.0 right there, baby. Chapter starts with the aftermath of Denji and your you too, Bator. I don't want that to be the case. Please. Please. We don't need to see these two banging. All right. I don't need to see these two banging on this grass in this field. Like, this is a literal, quote unquote, mind fuck, all right? Let me stop. God dang it. Fury gives dangerous. Damn, okay, I'm about to fight you, god dang it. Don't you wink at me, God. And if anyone still thinks that Yutu is alive, then guys, I'm one of the team. I'm one of those people that subscribe to the thought that she's still alive. There's a good chance she's still alive. Look, we talked about this already, but the way that mole is, because if I'm not mistaken, there isn't a mole actually on the face of that deceased head, and there's 2 instances where he could have put it there, but he didn't. So like, there's a weird detail to miss like that, right? So it makes me wonder what the heck's really going on here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is just a fake head to just bait Denji into going into the form that he did. Because that's all you gotta do. You don't have to actually do anything. There was no true confirmation out of the whole situation because everything moves so fast. I mean, that's another reason why we need to see not just like Fami, but we need to see like the other suckers that were around at the sushi place to kind of get their thoughts. And because like, for all we know, they could have touched the head and be like, dang, this is not even real. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know for a fact. So I'm gonna still keep that. All right, I'm gonna keep that in my mind. I think she's still alive. Krishna also is gonna fight back, and then Denji realizes there's more going on with her, and then he originally thought. Wait, so are you thinking that Denji doesn't realize that there's like 2 entities? There's Yoru and Asa? Because I feel like he has some idea. He just doesn't care is the thing. Like he's the type of guy that's super oblivious to a point where he just doesn't care to snoop. He's not one to ask questions. Like, that's one thing about Denji is that from the beginning of his character, he's not one to ask questions. He never does. So I don't know. I mean, it makes you wonder because it was the same. I had that conversation before with this, where apparently the scars on Yoru's face is visible. People can see it, but if for some reason in the Chainsaw Man world they just don't say anything about it, like it's very odd. It's like there will be moments where at times like, oh, you have scars, and it's like, so you can see it, but you know what I mean? Like it's a weird thing. So I wonder. That's why I'm thinking he might have some idea, but I don't think he cares enough to be like, dang, you're a whole different person. You know what I mean? I don't know. Also, I mean, this is Denji though. He is kind of oblivious to everything, so it's hard to tell. I can't pinpoint it, unfortunately. Yeah, he is still watching. He's in the back looking. God, what I just said about that chat. Oh God, yeah, he's still watching and looking. Bro, ew. All right, let me stop. He's naked too. All right. He said, "Can I get in?" Let me stop. You also have a mental breakdown. I mean, I think Yoru will. I think Asa might actually be the voice of reason in here. Weirdly enough. Let me see. Future Devil has ability you can put your head inside. Pause. Man, that's the counter. I mean, that is true. I mean, I guess the question would be, will the Future Devil allow that to be the case here? Will the Future Devil do that? You're asking a lot from the Future Devil here. I don't think he cares like that. So I don't know. Remember, let me see. Now y'all really wants to bang, didn't you? Oh my God. Is that the metaphor? He's like, dang, I can't bang myself. I might as well bang Denji. I hate how accurate this is. It's making me upset. It's like there's too much that makes it sound freaking accurate, and it's making me mad right now. God dang it. Naruto shows up and attacks Agent Devil with Kuchita. Well, very possible that can happen. And that would be a nice little moment. And it'd be even funnier because then Buchita's there and be like, oh, Buchita wants to freaking tell Denji, like, look, she's still alive. But she can't even talk. Can't even talk to him. So out there despairing right now, freaking, having relations at the moment. But you know what I mean? Like, that would be a whole thing in of itself. That would be cool. I want that. That's an idea. Please, all right? I don't think he knows. Remember, he has barely ever talked to any woman at all. Yeah, as I'm saying, like, he, like I said, he might not know. He will, like, he might not know, or he could know but don't care. Like, the problem with Denji is that he's not an observant guy. Like, he's the type of dude that someone can die right next to him and he'd be like, yeah, what is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna react to random anomalies. You know what I mean? It has to be, if it doesn't affect him, he's not gonna care like that. You know what I mean? So, like, that's like the problem with Denji. So for a main character like him, he makes it actually difficult to understand the world around us because he doesn't want to understand the world around him. You know what I mean? Like, we are in his POV at times, and when it comes to his POV is honestly not the best. It's not the best. Like, you're not gonna get proper information on him. So whether he knows or not, it's like that's like neither here nor there, basically. You know what I mean? Because it's just like we just don't know. Are you about to have a son, Benji, the next generation? Please, not Benji. I'm done with you guys. God dang it. I think there's a complete aging world is a character development thing for Fujimoto. I wouldn't be surprised. Look, everybody gotta go through character development, even Fujimoto. All right, it's time, baby. And in the case, still believe we won't start the exact same point because of how paneling is made. The camera zooms out. Yeah, I do believe in what you're saying. I do believe that we're probably gonna be panning away from this. Either this is like a world shift, or we're panning away from this. Either way, I don't think we're gonna be doing no bang bang, smoochy stuff right now. All right, we're not doing that. I feel like there's gonna be something that has a shift that makes it where we're not looking at that for the next chapter. Anyways, I don't think so. I'm more on board with that. All right. Does not know about Yoru? I'm just saying. Look, it's hard to say, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Denji doesn't know, but I wouldn't also be surprised if Denji does know. Like, it's like one of those situations where it's like it's not neither here nor there, because he can know a lot of stuff, but it's not like he's gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, that's not Denji. You don't care, guy. Also gives a dumb speech about friendship in the congratulations scene. Tab, what? Not the congratulations, bro. Not that still panel image. All right. God dang it. Vegeta shows up and cuts the trees, making the aging devil throw them out back into the real world. That could be a possibility. I wouldn't be surprised if he's able to do something along those lines to be able to get them out of there. I mean, he is there, and as much as we've seen so far of Vegeta just getting mollywopped, he is a strong devil. Do not forget that. Man is strong. So, like, even with the aging devil there, and as powerful as he is, I don't think it would be an easy fight for the aging devil. Okay? What do you think Denji will say after being kissed and I already called dibs on Kono Dio die? You ain't about to say on Kono Dio. What? Honestly, I don't think he's actually gonna say anything. Like, well, not to her anyways. What he might end up doing is he might still actually be talking about how he feels. Like, I don't think he's gonna react to that kiss. Like, it might just be a peck, and then it's gonna be like one of those situations where he's just like, I mean, why do we do this? And the world is freaking messed up. Why are we going for kisses? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's gonna be one along the line those things. Like, I don't think it's gonna be a situation where he sits there and be like, oh my god, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? I don't think he's in that state to be shocked at this point. So I don't know if there's gonna be much of a conversation even talking about this kiss. As shocking as it is, I don't think that's gonna be the case here. Should I disappoint y'all? Powers does not work in the aging world. So when Agent said you both are not mature, he took both of them into this world, so we should have turned back. Interesting. Wait, so you're telling me? Wait, are you telling me this is how Puchita, like, Chainsaw Man is actually like done? Like, so if we were to get out of this situation, like the Chainsaw Man Dingy thing is not there no more. Basically, he's reverted back. Basically, is what you're saying here. Because that's crazy if that's the case. Because I mean, I've always asked the question after whole Nayuta's death, right? The supposed death, how we were even gonna get Dingy out of this situation for him to go back to just being Dingy. I mean, if the Aching Devil can do that, that's impressive. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even think about that. Good thought. Good thought. That's a good thought, actually. Interesting. So I'm trying to jump at, but it doesn't say when the next chapter is coming out, but Manga Plus does. Last time it was happening in the alley chapter. Oh, really interesting. It's like when Kirito and Asuna live in the cabin. Season 1 gives me the same feeling, except I don't have... Yeah, you don't have Chainsaw Man. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess you could say... I guess in a way, I see what you mean. I guess it could be kind of like that with comparisons. I mean, I feel like it's a lot happier situation when it comes to Kirito and Asuna, but, yeah. Yeah, the jump app thing, yeah. He really needs to stand up for himself, but I don't think he's in that position. No, he is not. He like I said, man, the man is in despair right now. What do you mean by standing up for himself? Man's laying down. He can't even do that. Yeah, no, Twitter's burning. Oh my god. What's little cooking at 30? You have 30 kitchens. It's like I got 30 kitchens. He ready. Gonna probably upset some people. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm A-okay with this at this point, man. Look, I don't really ever get that upset. Like, there's moments where I'm a little disappointed in the chapters, but I'm not sitting there like, oh man, no, Chainsaw Man, why are you so like this? Oh, I'm not gonna sit there and be all freaking pissy about it. Like, let it cook. We're back to simmering again. He put some food on the plate and then took it back and put it back in the thing and said, dang, it's not done yet. It's not done yet. All right, put it back in the pot. Ting, get the food. Put it back in the pot. We're still cooking. All right? Get your ladle. Let's mix it up. Okay, with the shit. You are fun though, right? The way they cancel Black Chainsaw Man's transformations for Dingy to not be depressed, which also can cheer him up. Interest, really? It can't be that simple, though, right? It can't be that simple. I mean, but he is upset, which is why he transformed into it in the first place. Interesting. God dang it. You're getting a lot of heat today on Twitter. People keep forgetting. What? Wait, what? Because of the kiss? Oh my God. Man, Twitter gotta stop. I'm so tired of freaking Twitter. I swear to God. The people on there just don't be understanding. They don't even think about these things. They just react. Like, I be reacting, but at least I put some thoughts to it. I put some mind brain mumbo jumbo in there. God, I'm not just sitting there like, oh my God, I'm getting upset. Like, there's more to this. Darn it. All right. Last thing I gotta talk about, or last thing we need to do for all of us. What are you guys giving this chapter this week when it comes to the rating? I feel like this was a much better chapter this week than last week. So I think last week I gave it like a 6, if I'm not mistaken. Because it was a bit above average, but it was not, because it wasn't a bad chapter. It was one of those chapters where it was just, a setup. This was a little bit better in a way, because I feel like there's a bit more information that was given here today. I believe, yeah, it was a bit more information that was given here today, and with the shocking moment that happened at the end of the chapter here, I feel like this is a bit of a better chapter. So I'll probably give it like maybe like a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I feel like this is a step up. I don't want to go too high, because I feel like the next chapter might be even better than this. Like, I know people are going to get upset. Like, I feel like people are going to get upset for that chapter, but I feel like the next chapter is going to be a better chapter. I feel like we're still cooking here, and I like what we're doing right now. You might probably give it a 9. Okay, so you feeling it. And Des will give it an 8. I give this chapter an 8. I forget Yoru is the devil out of 10 trees. Watching Austin, did you get it all? I mean, yeah, the trees are sitting there like, oh, I haven't seen this in 1,000 years. Come on, you gotta think about it. They've been there for a long time and said, dang, we got people out here clapping cheeks all of a sudden. What? It's the best show I've seen. Yeah. It's slow pass again. Yeah, it's a slow pass. We're getting there though. Reminder that everything since the prison arc has happened within 2 days at most, maybe just even. Yeah, I know. You have to say that again. The passage of time. You know, this type of pacing reminds me of freaking like One Piece. Like One Piece, they'll be fighting. They'll have a whole arc and it only happen in 1 day. It's like, sucker. Like the amount of stuff that happened, there ain't no way it happened in 1 day. It's like, what are we doing here? Gotcha. But no, it is a lot of time, or not a lot of time has passed actually so far, which is very interesting. A lot's been going on. Got some classic Asa face reaction panels and failures and shadow. That is true. That's why I enjoyed it, and I think because again I like Asa as a character, so I think that's part of the other reason why I feel. I guess I feel the way I feel about this, because like I know others, like especially on Twitter people just don't like Asa Mitaka. They despise her, so anything she does is like it's already a down for them. All right, not giving it up because I like her character. So yeah, yeah, real life porn. I mean, they can't do anything, Ting. I mean, the guy in the back probably could, but like nobody else can. But that's besides the point, all right? Watch your own. Did you get it on? It's gonna make all the trees reaching Nirvana. You stupid, bro. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Namek Goku Frieza fight. Yeah, this planet's gonna blow up in 5 minutes. Freaking take 30 episodes. Like what? That's 5 minutes? All right, buddy. Yeah, we're all pre-time skip. One Piece was like 8 months. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm just saying, like time is weird when it comes to like manga and anime. I don't know, man. They don't be making this make sense with all the stuff that be going on. I don't know how it all fits in within the day, but I digress. But I will say I gotta get out of here. I will be live over on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster in like maybe 10 minutes. In like pretty much 10 minutes, basically. I got to get set up over there. So it takes me a little bit of time to at least get set up. And when I'm set up, I'll be over there live, playing, and trying to at least finish Alan Wake. Can I finish it tonight? I have no idea, but we're going to give it a shot. Also, don't forget, for those that have Sparking Zero, and Sparking Zero on PlayStation 5, if you have it on that system, you're welcome to join in on a little bit of like a tournament type of situation I'm trying to do. Just like open challenge type of situation where we'll get to play against each other. See how chat is when it comes to their Sparking Zero game. You can get to fight me, the Breakmaster, and people in chat as well if you want to fight them as well. So we'll have that on Wednesday. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on right now. All right. Make sure you guys like this video, like the live stream. It helps with the algorithm to be able to push stuff out, because last live stream did pretty well. And I thank all you guys because of this, because it wouldn't happen if it wasn't for you guys in the first place for being here and doing what y'all doing. So if y'all could do, please like the stream. That helps out a lot. And if you want to make a comment, if you have other comments, other thoughts that you want to add to the discussion later on, put it in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, just hit the button. You don't have to hit the bell, but at least hit the button, Like, look, man, I'll be here every time Chainsaw Man comes out. I don't miss. Like, I was moving and I still did it. So I'm just saying. And I'll also be talking also the War Devil and Dinky the Chainsaw Man. Trees that are under 500 feet and doesn't have to pay. You stupid, god dang it. But I'll catch you guys very soon over on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster, all right? Drink goddamn water, take your goddamn vitamins. I will see you soon. Break out.